Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Moody Mystery. Moody Mystery streaming again, Wizardry 7, the DFortae mod. Right now I'm scheduled to stream this not only. I'm also scheduled to stream this on Wednesday, but going forward, I'm not sure if I'm going to do, what I'm going to do. If I'm going to do it like 2 days a week, or if I may only do it like 1 day a week. So we'll see. So to recap, I got a parchment, a nice parchment. And of course, we are streaming episode B-2, which essentially we're going to be finishing our exploration of Old City and probably continuing our New City exploration. So let's see what we got in terms of inventory. Hellgraph's got some decent amount of room, so. Stave of Moons, not bad. Mace. Maidenhead, I think that's decent if I remember. Dagger, let's see what this is. Ooh, a flaming dagger. I may have to look that up, see what that does. S-word. Broadsword +1, nice, but considering what we've got, I think it's kind of like, meh. Okay. So we got some powders here. I want to at least see what they can do. Maybe we can combine a couple of them. Bone dust. Ooh, parasite powder. Not bad. I like it. Knock knock. I like that. That's something we can always use. Air pocket. Not a bad one. As I said, DFortae scribe is 22, so DFortae can actually help a little bit with the scribe. Brimstone nuggets, I think they help with fire resistance. And we have another scroll. Locate person, not a bad thing for locating NPCs, because there is a map at some point that you do want to get your hands on. And it may be that okay, so let's see what we've got here. So it looks like we've pretty much explored this entire area. Boop, 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 boop. And of course we still got all of our buffs on. Very important, because we want to make sure, just in case we get some breathing monsters. Okay, we have not gone this way. But it looks like all it is a dead end. Yep, nothing fancy. So we're going to ooh, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right off the bat, we get Dragon Ligorns, Monk Ninjas, Monks, and I bet you those monks are probably Monk Ninjas. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, so it's a good thing that we got all of our buffs. So be prepared for a death. Let's have Gixxer go after the Gorns, because I have a feeling these Gorns are Gorn Shamans. And let's see if Donkey can't put the Monk Ninjas to sleep. If we can, that's going to at least be 3 ninjas that won't be, you know. So we're going to do Mind Flay. We're going to do it at level 5. And Hellgraph, we're going to do Nuclear Blast at level 6. Let's back it off, level 5. Okay, Dragon Lizards I'm not too worried about. Okay, we at least put one of the Monk Ninjas to sleep. Okay, let's see. Shnikes, look at that. We got all the way down to 1 Dragon Lizard. I'm impressed. Okay, not bad experience. And I'm not too worried about Sparkle being poisoned, but yeah, you know. Let's see what we got here. I think this is, yeah, I think this is just a chamber. Let's hope we don't have the same monsters that we did before. Let's hope that the monsters are a little bit easier. Nothing. It's a nothing burger. Okay, good. So we actually have another path we can explore. So why don't we explore that? And I'm getting a little worried about Sparkle and Sparkle's hit points. Okay, good. Sparkle's now unpoisoned. So now Sparkle can start the healing process. Remember that Lords do have innate regeneration in this mod. Okay, so this is interesting. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for tuning in. John Moody of Moody Mystery. I'm going to be streaming a lot this week, so except Tuesday right now, I'm planning on skipping Tuesday because of the election. Okay. We have 4 witches and 5 blackbirds. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Okay, good. I just want to make sure my you-know-what is, my speaker's coming through. So we're going to go after the witches. I think the blackbirds are vultures. And knowing the historical context of witches, they probably can cast spells. Okay. One of the blackbirds flew away, so... Thank you, Bass Jack. I think the stream is going to go well tonight. So far, knock on wood, I haven't died yet. And Bass Jack, I'm just going to send you something. I'm not sure if you're going to be streaming, but I'm just curious. There is an ad break coming. So just letting y'all know. Oh yeah. It might be distracting because especially people in the US, there's an election. Of course, that that being said, keep in mind that we're not, that there you may have people from other countries watching. You didn't hear this from me, and I'm not going to try to predict the election, but I just do not see the election being called at on election day. I have a feeling that there's going to be ad break is over, so I want to welcome everyone back. Okay, well, it's weird because my my taskbar looks a little bit yellow, and I'm wondering if anything's going on with it. Don't think so. So I don't know. I'm hoping that doesn't mean that something's about to go. Okay, so we survived this area. Let's see what else there is to explore down here before we head back up. Let's see, there is a... Okay, there's a little door here. Seven crawling wastes, okay. Just a tip, if you're here with a single character, let me rephrase that. If you're here with like new characters, honestly, you're going to want to you're gonna want to avoid the area because especially in DFortae's expert mod, difficult mod on expert. Okay, that's better. I was wondering why Hellgraph was asleep. Okay, I think Donkey has... And sorry if I'm wearing the Gym Dog sweatshirt again, but it's comfortable. And it's actually not bad here, so I'm going to enjoy the warm weather before I really start going through gas. Because right now my house runs, the heating for my house, both water and air is natural gas. Again, you saw the note about spell reduce. That means that the magic screen cut back on some of the effects of the spell. But you notice that we haven't been getting a lot of XP down here, which for this, okay, so it looks like we've done everything. Okay, so we're going to head back to the surface. We've accomplished our mission here of getting the getting the parchment. Okay. The great sea of sorrow spans before you like a vast and dense space flattened onto the sky, spreading into the far distant horizon as a desolate plain of shimmering ether. Its deep waters chant 1,000 silent tales, but hint of far, and its unseen borders, but hint of far distant lands. How universal such a compelling motion, as if behind every veil of boundless unknown lay cloaked an invisible beacon, endlessly calling. Such solace these sights bring, as if a reminder that though the trappings of mortal man be forever enshrouded in a sea of passing discords, He has but to open his eyes that he may bear witness to some greater existence of which he is only a momentary traveler. Now, believe it or not, that story actually did have a bit of a clue in it because it talked about a beacon. And much later on, you'll find the significance of that. New City Dock and Marina. Now, what I'm going to do here is, this is where the copper penny goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to deposit the copper penny into the thing, but I'm not going to do anything yet. I'm not going to do anything as of yet. Although I do want to check something. Okay, good. Okay, I'm actually going in because I do see an opportunity here. Okay, cobwebs hang like fine tapestry from the ceiling and walls of the dark museum, creating the illusion of a gossamer maze. Gradually your eyes adjust to the dimness, and strange silhouettes can be seen in the shadows of the room. Petrified homunculus. Large crystal dome sits upon a tarnished metal stand, attached and sealed quite hermetically. Peering inside the dome, you spy a small gargoylean figure, apparently made of stone or some other hard material. Quality of the workmanship is exquisite, so perfect to the last detail that one might almost swear the tiny figure was real. Don't swear. Whatever it is, it doesn't appear too tasty. Oh yeah, like this game is gonna think we're gonna eat it. Well, it's like the like Planet Fitness. I went to work out today. It didn't last long because I think I tried to work out on too full of a stomach. But the thing is, they still have their Halloween stuff up, and they had like these eyes. Like they're like eyeballs, and I'm thinking, you know, I bet you there's some kid that grabbed it and thinking, ooh, candy. Do not touch Wand Majestic. Hovering above a marble pedestal, 4 glowing balls. Balls are aligned in the form of a pyramid, 3 at the base of the shape of a triangle and the 4th on top. As the peak, balls do not appear to be connected to the pedestal in any way, and you cannot readily explain how it is that they remain suspended above it. Of even more interest, however, is within the pyramid floats an ornate and dazzling wand which bathes the area with a radiant aura. Okay. We're going to try to touch one of the balls. Your hand passes through the ball as if it was not there. Okay, we're going to try to take the wand. As your hand reaches into the pyramid, it disappears. Although you cannot see your hand, it's still connected to you, and it feels as if you have reached inside a vat filled with oozing slug-like worms crawling all over your digits. Ugh! I think it... yeah. Oh, foil wrapped chocolate crackle eyeballs. Oh yeah. So what are we going to do? We're going to leave our hand inside. Feeling around, your fingers detect something hard, round, and slightly heavy. As you grasp the object and retract your hand, something gives you a small burn. Gix or disease. Quickly pulling your hand from the pyramid, you are relieved to find it still there. Mysterious wand appears quite unaffected by your action and continues to hover and glow. Gixer got an item. Okay, so it looks like we got a rebus egg or a rebus egg. Now, one thing you may notice is that if you notice here, it used to be that when you played the regular version, that nausea and disease both had like green kind of faces. So it's tough to tell without reading the description as the battle was going on, whether you were nauseated or whether you were diseased. Here, they've redone disease, so it's clearly, yellow. So it looks definitely have disease. If you get disease, if your character gets diseased, cure it ASAP. Gixer, what happens if we don't cure disease right away? Well, we get like all of these maladies. It's like insanity, nausea. We may even permanently lose ability scores. Nausea, probably irritation, blindness. Oh, the list goes on and on and on and on. So, one thing you should always do is get a cure disease potion, or make sure you get the spell ASAP. Okay, thank you, Gixer. Fortunately, I checked and Hellgraph, guess what? Has it. So we're going to do cure disease at level 6. There. Taken care of right away. Notice no other maladies from Gixer, which is a good thing. We don't want those. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna now Twisted Heads. We're not gonna do worry too much about this because we'll find out what we need to do later. Okay, so now what we're going to do is now we are going to visit this monk. Or visit whoever's running the this thing. Old nets and a few stuffed trophies of gruesome-looking aquatic creatures drape the walls of the small marina. An old monk quietly working in the corner seems so immersed in the block he is carving that he fails to take notice of you. Looking back at the trophies in detail, any thoughts of taking a little dip in the sea are quickly followed by thoughts of being ripped to shreds. The old monk giggles, looks up, and then goes back to work. On the far wall, you notice an empty trophy plaque, though it is too far to read from here. As you turn back to address the monk, he is standing before you. Thinking of seafaring, are we? Beware the dangers of the deep. Okay, Sogheim. Let's see what you have. Okay, you don't really have anything that we can use. I think we're good. Now, one thing I learned from my previous game, where my previous game, which I got party wiped, is if you want a character to talk to an NPC, pick someone with good diplomacy. Because that's at least that it may not be the answer, but at least it'll help. Lonely plaque devoid of trophy hangs from the wall. It reads, Brombadeg. Okay, this is locked, so we're going to save it. And most of you probably know about the mechanics for locking, for picking locks, so I'm not going to go into detail here. That being said, if you are interested, just put it in chat. Say, what do you, how do you know? Because one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to start to, I like to educate, but I don't want to get to the point where I over-educate. Okay, so I think I've done that area completely. Yep. Okay, so let's see. Got a couple more places we can go. I see a door. Okay, 5 blackbirds, not bad. Okay, and also Sunday Night Football is going on, so okay, I just wanted to get that in there, so okay, no, I think we want to go this way. Okay, now you notice I no longer have my buffs on, mainly because there's not a lot of tough encounters in New City. So I think we're pretty safe here. Okay, locked. And we go to the Bard because the Bard has 100 skullduggery. Nicely done, Bard. Okay. Gorn, Spearman, and Ratkin Rogue. Now, we only have 2 monster groups here, so what we're gonna, that's why we're mainly just going to melee them. If we were, if let's say there were 4 or 5 groups, we'd probably use either Nuclear Blast, Falling Stars, or Mind Flay. Ugh. Well, I'll be honest with you, I didn't get to work out too much because of the fact that my stomach seemed to become irritated. It's like, if you go real heavy on, let's say, legs, you exert yourself so much that sometimes you may even feel nauseous. I've even seen people get few chunks in the locker room from exerting themselves. But with me, it was like normal exertion, and I'm wondering if it was a combination of not only stomach too full, but also the crab cakes that I ate. I don't think they were bad, but ugh. I still feel them in my stomach. I had them at like 10 a.m. and it's like not 10 and a half hours later and I still feel it. Okay. Evening Wolfside, I hope you're doing well. I think I saw you in DFortae stream earlier, so I'm glad you could make it to mine. Yes, I'm playing this game again. All right, 6 monks. Yeah, because I'd like to make progress. Because I'll be honest with you, I was my total party wipe kind of left me with a not so good feeling. But I hope you're making good progress on it. I think I remember where you were, so it's tough because I'm not saying you have to wolf sight, but you know, if you want to stream it, it would be cool, but it's also you. If you don't, oh, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Great, more monks. Again, I'm just with just 2 groups. I'm just going to just oh boy, ouch. Oh yeah, I remember those especially the T-Rang in that area, in that chamber. They can cast some. How can let's just say very 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 nasty spells. And sorry if I'm kind of yawning a little bit, but I think the time, if you're in the U.S., we had fall back where we set our clocks back an hour. We did, I think, like last night. And people think, oh great, you're getting an extra hour of sleep. Well, guess what? You wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m. earlier than normal, and it's like, okay, you know. Okay, let's go to Paluques and draw. Yeah. 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 Well, okay, cool. Well, yeah. Now it depends on. I assume that you're a high enough level, character level, that you can do like a level 6 word of death. You know, because yeah. About 150 points in divine. Now, let's see, 18. Yeah, that actually should be, if you get 150 points in divine, that's enough. That should be enough. Okay, so let's start offloading some of our junk. Now, if I try to sell the rebus egg, yeah, he says you need that, so keep the whatchamacallits, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Gixxer, let's see what you have to sell. Brimstone nuggets, no, they're just, I mean, they are useful. I'm going to keep locate person. Oh boy. Quarrel, we're not going to use those. Ankh of Death. Let me check to see what that does. Miscellanea. Okay. I'm just letting you know there is an ad break coming soon. Yeah, but yeah, I don't want the Ankh of Death. And I think that's everything. So, Sparkle, let's see what you have to sell. Chain Caucasus, yep, we don't need those because we've got something better. Flash Powder is nice, but I'm going to sell it. Okay, we've got 2 Poison Daggers that we are going to sell. Okay, let's see if we have anything else that we want to sell yet. The Spear. The Baso Liar. Ad break, y'all, so you know what that means. BRB time. Okay, ad break is over. Welcome back. So Gixer, I don't know if you're still here, but I had a kind of a funny conversation between you and me. Like I did a different voice for your fighter, but basically the topic was what to do about cure disease. I don't know why I decided to talk to you about it, but for some reason I think you'd at least have some insights about that. Okay, let's see what the Midnight Cloak does. Oh yeah, Midnight Cloak is helps with your hiding ability. Guess what? Guess who doesn't need help with hiding? Me, so we're gonna get rid of it. And the Jazzerant skirt, I'm not sure if we're going to keep that or not. Because I have a feeling it's come on, really. I have a feeling it's going to be useful. Oh yeah, searing arrows only rangers can use, so we're gonna get rid of them, but still we're still gonna keep the sticks. We may need to do a little bit of rearranging of and I have a feeling Donkey isn't going to be yeah, Donkey's pretty good. DFortae. Dead Man's Hair, we don't need that. That's just taking up space. Bone Dust, that's about as well, we've got 2 air. Parasite, ooh, Death Shroud, nope, we definitely don't need that. Ninja Garb, I don't think we need that. And last but not least is Hellgraph. And just want to welcome everyone in. John Moody of Moody Mystery. This is the second. Whoa, nice. Tetsubo. Yep. Broadsword. Stave of Moons. No, we're going to say no to the Maidenhead. Wow, Divine, 226 points. That's pretty nice. No, I'm not going to accept it because the fact that that Maidenhead was so expensive tells me that there's more to it than meets the eye. Okay. I'm on the fence about the Maidenhead because it does do Hypnotize, but honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Hypnotize. Nothing against Hypnotize, I'm just not a super big fan of it. Wolfsight, well, in the DFortae mod, even the difficult mod, the bard had their magic taken away, so they did not no magic for the bard. But what DFortae did is balanced it by giving the bard a greater variety of instruments. I forget how many there are, but there's a really big variety of instruments. So that was an interesting trade-off, you know, no magic for more instruments. And see, I love that because what I can do as the bard, I can hide, and I can just stand back there and just spam whatever spell I want, you know. Okay, let's check this Flaming Dagger. Flaming Dagger, what does it do? Okay. Flaming Dagger, Okay, it can cast Fireball. I like it. Oh, nice. Yes, level 6. Yeah, that's now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay, and that's it for this. So we're going to leave. Okay, so let's do more exploring. Okay, looks like we're exploring a new area, so I'm just going to enjoy it. Oh, Wolfsight! I think you found one of the biggest biggest secrets. Especially in an Iron Man, if you're not sure, get some hired help. Because depending on what monsters you get for conjuration, you can actually conjuration has two functions. First, if you get some really good monsters, you can cast some pretty tough spells on them. Sharesh's house, property of the Terang Empire, entry strictly forbidden. Inside the window, a grimy, gooey brown substance slowly drips along the walls. Oh yay, the Terang. The Conqueror Inn and Tavern. Yeah, but yeah, not only can the monster conjuration, but it also gives a target for the monsters, because sometimes the monsters they'll attack your summoned creatures. All is quiet. You enter the inn. It seems like you're the only likely customers. Main room's cluttered with junk and several scratchy paintings hanging askew adorn the walls. Stacks of plates and half-finished meals still remain from prior days. A testament to the general tidiness of the innkeeper. Basically, the innkeeper doesn't care. Soon, a frumpled, grumpy man makes his way from the back of the messy room. Pardon the clutter. We don't get many visitors these days. You need lodging for the night, as long as you don't bring any of those filthy tarongs with you. But don't just stand there. Come on in. You look like you could use a good round of ale. Just make yourself at home. We're all family here. Now, will that be 2 nights or just 3? Dungor, you go from being grumpy to all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, we're like family here. And I'm going to be, okay, I'm just going to leave. These rooms, the only way you can get into the rooms is if you have an inn key. Dungor, fitting name. Dungor. Now, one thing I'm going to say is I've talked to a few people, and they've often, yes, boss is down, woohoo! Hopefully you'll get some good loot. Hopefully you'll get some really good loot from the fight. Let's see, was I in here? No, I wasn't. Okay, now remember for this guy, oh God, not that's all right. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Okay, I'm going to go in. The inside of the shop dimly lit, and faint outlines can be seen upon the walls where various implements of destruction were once displayed. The store seems quite better, other than a few scattered crates, some open which are resting on the floor. Tacked upon the back wall are several illustrations of items not immediately identifiable and whose use and purpose is not readily apparent. A large horned creature approaches you, branding an ominous sword and a strange barrel-shaped object, waving them in a threatening exhibition of possible conflict. Ho! What do you want? This shop is closed. Permanently. Who sent you? Now, I don't know where you get the clue from, but you want to answer the black market. Shh. Spies are everywhere. Come in and be quick about it. Okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if you have anything that our bard can use that's extended range, because what I'd like to do is I would like to get, besides a quarterstaff, boring. A studded club. Now you see the letter S in parentheses, that means short range. Okay, I'd like an extended range weapon for the bard, but let's just say a quarter staff that's like, you know, bottom of the barrel, you know. That's like, you know, okay, so I've noticed that Hellgraph and some of the other characters are getting low. So I'm gonna heal up Hellgraph, getting low on stamina. So I'm gonna Hellgraph, you're gonna heal yourself. Let's have DFortae, you're gonna heal Gixxer. Okay, and Ninja, you're gonna heal yourself. Okay, and here we go. We're gonna sleep a little bit. Keep in mind that sleeping is risky because you can be awoke by monsters. So what I often do is I wait. I often like only sleep partially. Don't let the thing run through the entire sequence. Okay, good. Everyone's now full, so we're fully topped off. Again, the fact that we're in New City, if worse comes to worse, we can always go to the beginner dungeon and hit up that fountain. Okay. So we're slowly exploring. Still a fair amount of unexplored areas. So we're going to take care of that. Okay, let's see where this goes. Okay. Good, nothing. Not that I don't mind a battle, but still, I like, you know, it's good to kind of just see nothing. Okay. Let's see, were we in here? Nope. Vivid red emblem that has been attached to the door, the significance of which is not clear. Really? This red emblem again? Oh, boy. Whoa! Time out. So let's see, we got one, two, we got the full 5 groups. Now, believe it or not, in some cases there are advantages to having 5 monster groups. And that is if you have a monster that tries to cast like conjuration or illusion, it's going to fail because the computer cannot handle more than 5 monster groups. Okay, so Gixxer. DeForte, you're going to do Mind Flay at level 3. Hellgraph, you know what? Falling Stars, level 4. And right now, let's just watch the fun. Let's just watch the fun. I'm actually surprised that Mind Flay is hitting the is affecting the guards, because usually the guards are somewhat immune to it. I think that was an unaffected. bunker is crude and dirty, apparently serving as a small guard station for the Savant legions. Okay, unlike, let's see. Unlike the other one, this one had nothing. The other one had that black wafer that went beep, 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 you know. And let's save it just in case, you know, sometimes. Okay. Okay, I think to the north is the T-Rong's house, so I don't think we're going to get in there anyway. Okay, here's a nice door, so let's see what's in here. Okay, again, more monsters, full monster group. 3 of the groups have exclamation points after them, meaning that they are there's at least one monster in that group that's hidden. Yep, bunch of rats. Okay, so we're gonna go light here. We're gonna go Mind Flay. We're gonna go level 2, and Hellgraph. We're gonna go Nuclear Blast level 1. And I just want to make sure, I hope everyone can still hear me, just because my there's a little red thing that's usually glows and it's not glowing, so I did check the yep, good. Thank you. I just want to make sure. And hey, if something is off, just let me know. So what we're having here is some of the bandits were hidden. Okay, so we have a sword and we have a key. I'm going to see what they are. Okay, so sparkle, key is iron, nope, drop, sand, sword, base lard, drop. Okay, before I go in there, I want to know what the Amulet of Night does. I want to see what the Amulet of Night does. So, okay, Amulet of Night does a blinding flash, which probably isn't a bad. Okay. Okay. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm getting DFortae some acid sticks, so DeFortae can start training artifacts. Yep, locked. I figures. And most of you know the mechanics of lockpicking in Wizardry 7 by now, so I'm not going to bore you to tears with it, but if you want to know, please ask, because you don't know I don't know necessarily who's lurking. Ooh boy, we've got some Wilders, Dane, oh boy. Anytime you see Danes, you want to be careful. And when I say Danes, I don't mean like Danish, I mean Danes as in they love to cast spells. Yep, Cody's lurking. Hey, lurkers are welcome, that's fine. No, DeFortae, you're gonna do well. We're going to do a Mind Flay, but we're only going to do a level 2. And Hellgraph, let's have you do a Falling Stars. Level 3, and let's see what happens. Also, we have an ad break coming. Okay, 3 powders, we're going to still take them because you never know what they could be. Ooh! Me likey. Me likey. I think another character has some crushed widows. Ooh, we likey. Crushed widows, casting deadly poison. Let's just say that's probably one of the best, probably a really good item to have because so if let's say you cast deadly poison or use the oh, sorry. So there's an ad break, so I always like to take time out for the ad breaks. I'm going to BRB. Okay, ad break is over, so welcome back, everyone. Okay, so let's continue our wonderful exploration of New City. What I'm gonna do is Monday. Okay, I'm also just throwing up an announcement about the 2 streams that are coming up. I am skipping the stream on Tuesday. In the U.S., we are having an election day, and so what I'm actually going to do maybe tomorrow if I get a chance, I'm going to put in my predictions. I'm going to predict who wins each state. And the one time I did that, I was actually only off by 1 state. I think it was like 84. It was 1984, and of course I said Reagan would carry every state except Minnesota, and I think which was right, but I think it was another state. I think it was West Virginia. I thought that would carry, but that was one of those. It was called the Reagan landslide. Yeah, it's a big day, And I mean, it's like drives you crazy because of all of the political ads that you have to that get forced down your throat. I'll just say it. Yeah. Moody 2028. Problem is, I'll need some VP. Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure if that's something I would want to do because what's going to happen is essentially if you once you declare that you're even running for president, it's like what's going to happen is your entire life is going to be dissected. So they're going to go, and people are going to go through everything, and I'm just going to be honest with you. I'll just be honest with you. I probably have too many skeletons in the closet. Probably too many things that someone could, I'm not saying I did anything really bad, but I did. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna go back to our spells, Mind Flay. We're gonna do level 2. And Hellgraph, why don't we have you do a Nuclear Blast level 3? Bet you stole Pokemon cards from CVS as a kid. Cody, that is definitely false. Okay, that's 100% false if I because I this is how old I am. First of all, there's two things wrong with your statement. First of all, Pokemon was not around when I was a kid, number one. And number two, I don't think CVS was around when I was a kid. I mean, back in my day, it was like essentially you had like local pharmacies, you know. Still, from Woodwards. I don't think CVS has Pokemon cards anymore. And of course, if I try to steal them and they catch me, you know what my statement's going to be? Sorry, officer. Gotta catch them all. Oh, I came up. I've used it before. This is a bad pun, okay? Yes, after I stole Pokemon, I wanted to take a Pikachu. And remember, this is a pun allowed zone. So if you want to post puns in chat, don't let me stop you. Psst. Get me out of here. Okay. So that means that there's someone peering through the window. You see a group of the bizarre savant guardians. Cold and without emotion, they are deadly serious and are poised to repel any possible attempt at invasion. Okay, New City Constabulary. Constabulary, yep. Which basically it's a fancy word for police station. Forbidden Zone. Ooh. Hey, these people have doubled down. It's like one red and one black. Woohoo! That's like double danger. Oh boy, we're sorry, don't mind the silliness. Okay. I don't think we've been in here yet. And one thing to keep in mind is when you're exploring, you do not want to leave any stone unturned, because you never know what's hidden somewhere. And it's too bad. It's actually too bad that DeForte's not here because I forget what stream it was. It was either last night or the night before where we were talking about the DeFortae mod. And the one, I'm not sure if this is what they said. As I was talking about DeFortae, they said, when it comes to making games, DeFortae is not to be messed with. Which basically, English translation is, yes, I'm going to mod the game and I'm going to do it in a way that that you have an 80% chance to be party wiped every time you take 3 steps. No, just kidding. See, y'all, you have to have a balance. Otherwise, no. It's like same thing. You have to have a balance. Otherwise, no one's gonna play your game. It's like being a dungeon master. You know, if you're like if you keep doing total party wipes, total party kills, people are gonna walk away. Or if it's too easy, you know, if it's like. You know, it's like, okay, you kill this puny goblin, you get a Holy Avenger, a Vorpal Blade, Plate Mail +5, AC2 Bracers of Armor class, you get this brilliant artifact. Let's throw in a Staff of Wizardry. 100,000 gold pieces, and as many bags of holding as you need. I do want to thank everyone for watching this evening. I'm glad to see great people watching, having fun. You know, the thing is, at some point, I do want to try to get away from, I do want to try to get away from, I'm not saying way away from role-playing games, but maybe throw in some variety. I know I haven't done a Monopoly stream in a while. Well, what have I been thinking? I don't know. Because see, the problem is I actually well, see, I've actually streamed Monopoly before, and usually the famous quote was, usually Monopoly, it would go long, I would get like tired, and the joke would be, you know, okay, Moody's, you know. But I may, you know, if you want to, I may not, I may not remember in chat, but I think I do have a Discord. I don't check it as much as I should, but right now I'm just trying to deal with life. Okay, so we've got some Ratkin Rogues, some Terang, and some Demented Monks. Good. I like Demented Monks because they are on the low end of the they're on the low end of the monk, you know. Now I don't want to jinx the run, but I'll tell you what, I've noticed I've noticed a couple things on the last few streams. Number one, I have not really had any issues with Twitch glitches. Disco Elysium, I don't think I've seen it, but the name does ring a bell. But see, the other thing is though, it's like my thing is I tend to be a follower, not a leader, and so I'm one of those. It's like, oh, it's like maybe like a couple months after this game's been streamed, I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna get this game and I'm gonna stream it too. And so that maybe I'm wanting some games with like a little bit more staying power. Interesting. Let me break out my pencil. Okay, daggers and keys, we really don't need those. Okay. But see, I've never heard of torment. Actually, I have. I've heard of it a little bit through some of the through a few of you. Okay, so I'm just looking at the time. Okay. Okay, let's pick this one. Oh boy. Okay, now you see that this one's this red. There's one that's always red. So that means I can't open this door. I mean, unlock this door. I could try to force it, but not all. I think the only way you can really force a door like this. See, I'll do force. I'm actually gonna, whatchamacall, I'm just gonna rest a little bit. Let's see if we have full. I'm gonna, oh, I see, I think I do have Baldur's Gate 1. But again, that's kind of like an RPG-ish type of game, unless you may disagree and saying no, it's not. What? I can't believe we forced that. Oh, it's the RPG of RPGs. Oh boy. Well, Gixer, right now you're starting to give me an idea. The thing is, as I said, I'm also trying to do some other things around the house. Okay. Yay, a chest. Yeah, because right now, actually, what I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to sell the house, and I have some ideas. Okay, so let's try to disarm this. Let's see what this is. 2, 3, and 7. Two must be in it. So it's got to be poison darts. Thank you. Okay, so armor, helmet, hat, shield, armor, and lyre. Okay, so we're starting to get to the new city constabulatory. That's probably the last thing I'm going to tackle. Yep, that. Okay, ooh, T-Rang Wilders. Let's go for the Wilders. But the other thing I may like to do is pinball. The problem is the setup for if I'm going to do actual physical pinball, the setup for that is not trivial. I may even do some like science stuff because I like to. One of the things I like to do is crystal growing. I'm also looking at a way to combine mathematics and art. So I have some ideas. I think I'm just trying to, you know. And heck, I may even, I know this sounds crazy, I may even stream chess. Why not? Online, because see, the thing is, see, online you can because I know there's some chess websites that you can go on, and you can actually do a lot more. Whereas in person, most people when they stream chess, they usually do it online. They usually do like the online version of chess. Okay, so we've been down this road before. Okay, I see a couple areas over here that we haven't really touched yet, so I'm going to go back. Okay, there's these two areas from these areas where I'm not going to go in. Okay, so we've got two doors here that we haven't really explored yet. Wait a minute. What are we like cowering about? Sheesh. Alright, just very simple. Break out the mind flay. Hellgraph, let's have you break out the falling stars. And let's just sit back and watch the fun. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you that there is an ad break coming up. And so when the ad break hits, y'all know what to do. But yeah, I actually have a lot of ideas for streams. So maybe maybe I can bring some of them back. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we've got this area so we've got, okay, oh yeah, so we've got this area to look at, which we haven't. Oh, another, oh, shit. Boy, who are you? Okay, ad break is over. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry I came back a little bit later than expected. I'm just trying to you know, trying to stretch a little bit. Okay. Okay, again, we have a locked door. Yippee-ki-yay. Okay, you notice that none of them have exclamation points in front of them, so that means that they are all, let's see. So Mind Flay level 2, Nuclear Blast level 2, and we're gonna fire when ready, and we are ready right now. Now I'm going to say this, my ultimate goal in streaming is to actually find play some 2-player games, and hopefully find someone that can actually put up with my antics and would actually be on the same stream as me. Just kidding. Ooh, yay, a treasure chest. And I am also waiting for the day when I open an Ultima 4 chest and it's trapped. Okay, I'm just kind of doing this to top off my spell points. Now again, you may all say that the monsters in this area are so easy. Enjoy it while you can. Whoa! Now this is a rarity because we actually have 100 skullduggery. So what do you mean waiting for that? Find another part? Why not, you know? You know, like heck, maybe, you know, like find someone that wants to let's say try the watermelon challenge, you know? Okay, so let's see what we haven't looked at yet. Okay. Ooh, Belcanzor's Magic Emporium. Inside the shop, the room is empty, its walls bare, and a thin veil of dust covers the floor. Now, it didn't take me a long time, but so what I do is I went in here a couple times and it would give me the same message. Then one time I went in and it said, oh yeah, then I actually met Belcazor. I'm like, what's going on here? It actually did not take me until the Dane Tower when I realized how things work. And essentially, I'm not going to spoil it. Okay, I see. Vikings are lining up for the extra point. Yep. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is Gixxer looks like Gixxer could, Hellgraph could use some healage. Gixxer can also use some healage. And Donkey could also use some healage. Healage. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and I hate it, I just noticed that maybe I'm starting to get some somewhat chapped lips, so I'm going to try to be a little careful. Just maybe need to break out the chapstick. But I'm looking at the relative humidity, and it doesn't seem like it's, it's like not really dry. It's like about 38%, which isn't, for this time of year, isn't too bad. Inside the shop, the air is filled with smoke and the heavy scent of burning powders. Unusually dark, and a spooky sense of enchantment fills the room. Shelves along the walls of the eerie boutique are filled with dusty bottles and ancient books, and peculiar trinkets and artifacts can be seen perched in between. From out of the shadows, a tall, pale figure emerges. Welcome, visitors. I am Belkanzor. How may I be of service? Now, one thing to keep in mind is sometimes you'll get the talk and trade, but sometimes instead of talk you'll get truce. Now, what truce means is that you don't exactly have the best reputation with that NPC. So let's see. So we're going to trade, but we're going to have Hellgraph trade. Now the reason I'm having Hellgraph trade is because Hellgraph happens to have the highest diplomacy. Let's see what you've got. Belkazor's got a lot of scrolls: Ice Bomb, Caustic Bomb, Ancient Dust, Fairy's Dust, Sneeze Powder, Flash Powder. Got some sticks? Nah. We're going to pass Belkanzor. In a sudden billow of smoke, the entire content of the room vanished, leaving only bare, empty walls with no trace of its prior occupancy. Okay. Okay, now you see here's Tracker Rawlik. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to truce, but Hellgraph is going to be the one to negotiate. Okay, tracker appears reserved. Now what that means is that's you're neutral. That means neutral. Although keep in mind that I've had the message appears reserved and they attack you. And there's a couple options here. Basically, peace is like, you know, hey, let's talk this bit mano a mano. Bribe, here's some coinage. Force, basically you're like, hey, you know, you're gonna like me or else. Give means that you can maybe give an item, you know, like maybe, hey, here's a potion. I like the peace option. Ooh. Now Tracker Rollick became angry. Now, normally we would be save scumming, but guess what? But we have to deal with it. You know what? Now would be a perfect time. Now would be a perfect time for like the game to freeze up. That's what I was hoping for, like that stream where I had the total party wipe. I'm like, come on, now would be a perfect time for the game to just freeze and I can forget about everything. Okay, so let's go to the middle where we haven't really done much yet. Okay, you stand inside a large courtyard, serene and calm, and it is a welcome change from the otherwise gloomy city. There is an arched gazebo in the center of the courtyard fountain, and within it is housed an ancient statue. That's interesting. Okay, so first of all, I like to walk around, you know, I just want to make sure everything gets mapped. Okay, so we're swimming. Piranha are biting the party. Ooh. Now, by the way, that is a feature that was not in the regular version of Wizardry 7. So that's probably something that DFortae threw in. Okay, I'm going to get out because you notice that swimming does drain your stamina. And so that's you know, so that's what I want to avoid, because the last thing you want to do is you want to have a character drown, because if they drown, guess what? It's resurrection time. And so we're just going to rest here. We're going to wait for their stamina to get topped off. If we get ambushed by a bunch of monsters, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, because here we go with the piranhas again. Okay, and again we are now at the point where, okay, so let's see, have we done everything around the fountain? Yes we have. The only thing we have not done is we have not done this. And there may be something up here in this area, so I'm trying to see, you know. Okay, but ooh. Okay. Okay, so here we go. It's time for us to One thing I will... Okay. Demented monks, ruffians, demented monks. Oh boy. I'm on the fence. Oh boy. Nope. Now, when you're sleeping and you're ambushed, you notice that some of your characters may be asleep. In fact, here 4 of them are. So DeFortae looks like you're going to have to do the mind flay thing. Let's do a level 4. That's going to kill the demented monks. I'm not sure if it's going to kill the ruffians. It's killed some of them, which is not bad. You know, and then speaking of what I'm streaming is, I was kind of thinking a little bit, and I kind of like the RPGs because it seems like I don't know, I think I'm good at the kind of doing the different voices, the narration, the storytelling aspect of it. So, and I think that's why I gravitate towards the RPGs, because I can do that. Ooh, magic cookies. Oh boy, we're starting to get up in... Oh boy. We may be starting to hit our inventory limit, so it may be time. Now, you notice that Hellgraph is still sleeping. What do you think happens if you take a sleeping character into the water? What do you think is going to happen? Yep. They're probably going to drown. I'm not going to try it. Although I do reserve the right for demonstration purposes to do stuff. And I also do, my keyboard still has occasional sticking keys, so I do reserve the right to basically say, hey, you know, if it's a keyboard glitch, I can, you know, that's allowed. So we're gonna go to the statue. Let's make sure. Let's see if we have. Oh, okay, armor. Let's start identifying some of these things. Scale hauberk. Nice, but I don't think we really need it. Scroll. Missile shield. I'll tell you, I'm gonna keep that because that can be useful. Sparkle's got a shield. Ooh, a spiked shield. Okay, give it back to Sparkle. Precise bolt, but that's with crossbows, and we're not gonna do crossbows. Feathered hat. Nice. A lyre. A chromatic lyre, I forget. I think that's casts itching skin, if I recall. Ooh, ice shield, not bad. Donkey, who's full. Forte, you're also full, but you've got some armor. Bet you have breastplate. So, nope. Helmet, leather helm, quarrels, ordinary quarrels, nothing exciting, nothing to write home about. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I thought there was one more thing, because yeah, light crossbow. Okay, so we're gonna go to the center here, and we're gonna get bit by piranhas. Standing the statue, it appears much larger than before. Stone looks fresh, as if it were carved only yesterday, although a thick layer of rust around its base suggests it has been here a long time. Gazing up into the face of the majestic figure, you detect a faint smile, and its eyes seem to almost twinkle. Scraping off the rust, you unearth a metal plate at the foot of the statue as follows: Father Funzang. Oddly enough, while cleaning the plate, you notice that the middle of the second O in the engraving seems to move out of alignment. It does swing open, pivoting at the top, and underneath you find a small opaque stone, apparently concealed here a long time ago. Oh, yay. More piranhas. Oh, come on, DFortae. Be nice. Okay, so here is the door that we're going to go through. So we're going to save it. Now, by the way, okay, so we're going to go in. Welcome all, Thesminster Abbey. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do the exploring just to make sure I have a totally complete map. Don't ask me why I like to do that. I'm not sure. Though the cathedral lacks the kind of elegance most often associated with a membership of sorry, I have to laugh. A membership of profitable patronage, it nonetheless seems to possess the tranquil reverence which can momentarily soothe the troubled soul. It's empty now. Floors swept clean. Only the slow, deliberate motions of a lone figure standing at the end of the temple serve to break the stillness. Distant priest has no sign that he is aware of your presence, continuing in his ritual as if no other matters held any import. Basically, what he's doing is he's pretty much ignoring everything that's going on around him, and it's like, I'm doing my own thing. I'm going to be like, you know, blah, blah. You know. Okay. Oh great. We're in a kind of like cathedral type building, and we get attacked by monks. What's this game coming to? That makes no sense. You know, apparently these monsters are running amok. Hopefully they're demented monks, and if that's the case, it shouldn't take too much longer to dispose of them. Looks like someone. Okay, I'm just also watching. Okay. So let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so here we go. Drawing near the priest, he turns to face you. Welcome, my children. Do you seek healing for the body or guidance for the spirit? Guidance. Slay not he that cannot hear. Go now and repeat these words to Brother Chishober, who guards the bridge to the holy city of Munkarama. Your journey shall be long, but you have taken the first step. Now you must prepare to make the second. Okay, so this is Father Roulette. And we're going to get an ad break. Ad break is coming soon. To 14:52. Okay, so when an ad break comes, for about 2 minutes I'll be playing ads, so feel free to take off. No, I don't mean take off as in leave. I mean feel free to, take a break, go to the bathroom, get a beverage. Okay, so let's see what Father Roulette has. And again, Hellgraph, you're going to be doing the talking. He's got some parasite powder, got some healing. Got some good scrolls, got some dahlia water. I'm gonna hold off on that for now. May the heavens watch over you. Okay. Okay, so this is Trackerolic again. So we still have a chance for truce. So we're gonna Hellgraph. You get a second chance. Hellgraph enters negotiations. Trackerolic appears reserved. Trackerolic leaves. Okay. Okay, we got an ad break coming soon. Ad break BRB, so you know what to do. Okay, everyone, ad break is over. I want to welcome everyone back. And right now, stream is scheduled to end at about 2 hours and 40 minutes. And I always keep it open, keep the possibility open for an extension. Usually extensions happen when Sorry. When like, you know, when maybe we get raided or something along those lines. Okay. Now I want to go into the arms of Argus because Trackerolic is not too happy with me. I'm going to see if that means that this dude is also not happy with me. Yep, see, the same thing. This dude's not happy with me. Whoa! Holy shnikes, Rosarian attacked. Well, what could I do? I could either A... Okay, well, guess what? Guess what I'm not going to do? I am not going to run. I am actually going to stand here and fight. I have learned my lesson. Now you notice that these blunderbusses are doing a lot of damage. Okay. Okay, yay. Well, so much for Rosarian. Basically what that means is now pretty much all of the Umpani are going to hate my guts. Okay, so we have an auto pistol. Now you look and say, oh, an auto pistol's nice. Not really. Not really that nice. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to now hopefully the Gorn don't hate us. Okay, good. He's still doing talk and trade. So let's see what we're going to sell. Yep, that. Yep, we don't need the feathered hat. And welcome on in, John Moody of Moody Mystery. We're going to be wrapping things up pretty soon, but maybe. I mean, we may get raided. If we get raided, then probably all bets are going to be off. Spike Shield is nice, but I like the characters that have the ability to dual wield, and honestly, a lot of them they're doing pretty darn good with with their secondary weapon. Okay, so let's see if we can get the bard to sell anything. I don't think so. Nope. Breastplate, yep. Light crossbow, we don't need that. Okay, and let's see, Hellgraph. And Wand of Static, let's get rid of that. Quarrel, we don't need that because we're not going to be shooting a crossbow. Leather Helm, waste of space. Especially for characters our level. Okay. Okay, so now what we want to do is now what we have some materials that we don't really need anymore. I mean, that we need, but we're gonna drop them because the Rebus egg, we're not gonna need that for a while. The black wafer, let's read it. BYYR, we're gonna drop that. We're not gonna use the auto pistol, so let's just drop that. Book of Fables, nope. Yep. Donkey, I think Donkey wants everything. Okay, good there. Moonstone, I'm going to drop it here because where we're going, we're not going to need it. Okay. And welcome on in. If you're just dropping on in, feel free to introduce yourself in chat, but you don't have to. There's no, if you just want to lurk in the background, that's fine. In fact, you don't even have to announce it. Just just do the lurking thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here. Well, I was, but okay, so let's DeFortae, let's do a level 1 mind play. I know that's super low level. Let's have you do a Falling Stars Hellgraph. Okay, I'm just letting you all know that we're not going to have an extension, but what I do ask is if you want, you don't have to, but I like to raid out usually, so feel free to stick around for my raid. I've actually started a bit of a kind of a new tradition. I'm going to try something new where I'm going to maybe raid, you know, I'm going to raid different people, you know, different streamers. Don't just automatically say, you know. They're ratkins. I already know what type of material. What? Ooh, Sparkle finally went up a level. Woohoo! 10 hit points. Nice work, Sparkle. Okay, so climbing the that's self-explanatory. Scouting is the ability. Now, climbing is an ability where if you climb, even if you slip and fall, you may get a point in climbing. Scouting, you don't. You have to raise that manually. Scouting is essentially you notice that something's off. Oratory is how well you cast spells. And that actually goes up with the spell casting. So if you keep casting spells, your oratory will slowly increase. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. Huh? Okay, I forgot. We did not kill Tracker Rollick. At least I don't think we did. Okay, so basically, how can I say this nicely? We're in pretty deep doo-doo with the Umpani. And Tracker Rollick is probably going to be the next one to attack us. So I'm going to do my best to smooth over things. I doubt it's going to work, but hey, you never know. Yep, it didn't work. Okay, so let's throw some tough spells at them. Let's see if we can't. Okay, at least we... Ooh. Okay, so it looks like we're down to one Umpani tracker. Let's have you use one of your scrolls. Let's see, do you have any good scrolls here that we can use? No, but let's use an acid stick. Okay, thank you, Base Jack, and you have a great night. Let's mind stab you. Okay, so basically now, if the Umpani were not ticked off at us, they are now. So basically what's going to happen, so when we go into the Umpani city, essentially what's going to happen is we are going to, so let's see what's over here. But you see, I don't see anything northeast. So let's kind of, okay. Okay, yep. Oh, wait a minute. There's still a few places we have not explored yet. Okay. Okay, we're gonna. I usually like to end on a battle, so. Okay, so. Okay, this will be the last battle again. Do please stick around for the raid. So. This should not take long because we're going to We're going to do Mind Flay. And we're going to do Falling Stars. Okay, we're going to rate Dr. Yasmin. Dr. Yasmin seems to be doing some pixel art, maybe a little bit of game modification. So, again, please stick around. If I do my best to pick good raid targets, but hey, sometimes I miss. So, but so we're going to raid Yasmin. So again, thank you everyone. Okay, now I'm not going to rate yet. Thanks for watching, and that's like raid Dr. Yasmin. So we're gonna. Okay, here we go.
We gotta find the dead bodies. Where are the dead bodies? The dead goblin is...
Moody Mystery.
Pathetic fools, I've come for your souls.
Moody Mystery.
That's exactly right. That's right.
Hail, Moody! Hail, Michael R. Hassler! Great to see you. Okay, cutters. Let's drop some bars, shall we? We are currently working on... Okay, cutters, we are currently working on some artwork. But we can go to the farm. We are on the farm doing some artwork. How was the stream? What were thou up to? What were thou up to? Oh, Wizardry. Oh, Crusaders of the Dark Savant. I've been wanting to play that. I have had that recommended to me. By the way, we are on the farm. Gonna kill that music for a second. Let's drop some bars. We are on the farm. Thou can interact with it. Looks like some Ultima work. We are indeed. We are making a labyrinth mod for Ultima. I'm gonna drop some bars and then we're gonna get back to the modding. We are making a mod where we change all the goblins to female goblins. I mean, no. We change all the goblins to look like the goblins in Labyrinth. And not only that, we change the Goblin King Pomdurgan to look like David Bowie. And then we change the Goblin theme music to Magic Dance from Labyrinth. A modded version. Flowing, that's where we're going. That's right, down the Denzel Curry beat where I'm doing this. Come and hang out with me, Moody Mystery with the Wizardry. That's what I wanna see. With the game modded up, that's right. Then you're wondering what's going on, like made it way more difficult. That's what they wanna see when we're getting with the chill. Getting chillin', that's right, with the difficult, with the Moody Mystery skillin', like. And we're flowing in the dungeons, that's right, first person, cause everywhere we crawling, like. That's what we got, fire with the mods that are coming up, that's what I like 7 with the stream streak, that's what I like when you're getting with it. When you're getting with the Nana viewing, yo, Nana with the 7, the hunger with the numerals, when I'm flowing, that's right, bilingual, where I'm going, Rapasuru every single day, yo, like, Imasugu, gonna keep on flowing anyway, that's right, then I'm getting down, I'm cooking, like I'm in the kitchen and I'm clicking with the pixels, that's right, then we're gonna keep on fixing them. That's what I like, yo, when we're gonna be doing some Ultima 8 work, that's right, play a little bit of Pagan, Star Drop, I saw what you said, but I didn't forget, gonna get back to it after these bars, then we're gonna keep on clicking and we're gonna test it out, yo, living large, gotta kill some female goblins, cause I just made the girl ones, that's what I'm saying, made the goblin women, that's right, they're a little bit grayer than the male ones, which